So my phone cut off there for a second, so this will be part two. So basically the doctor was saying that like I had trace amounts of like pretty much every drug known to mankind in my blood system, and I just got off a really bad bender in California. And so she was like, how long is that going to take? It could be 5 to 7 days that we have to hold him here. And she was like, no, absolutely the fuck not, dude. I'm not dealing with this. I'm not dealing with it. So she calls the sheriff. The sheriff comes in, and again, this is a very small town, so it's like the same sheriff every time. And I've been through there since, and he's seen me, and he'll look at me and be like, best behavior, Michael. And I'll be like, yes, sir. Absolutely. I don't want to deal with that again. But, so he comes in, and he just looks at me, and he goes, good game. Good game. And fucking shakes my hand, gives me the piece of paper. I signed it, and he was like, so you're gonna leave tomorrow, right? And I was like, I will be out of your mind, out of your sight, out of your hair tomorrow. He's like, what a dash on your hair? I was like, I will serve it my own. Like, just let me out of here. And the doctor was like, I really that you should do that. Like, they already let you out of jail, but you can stay in the hospital. Like, and I was like, no, I don't trust it. I'm gonna sign myself out of the hospital too. And so I'm there, and I'm like walking out. I walk out of the hospital, and one of the nurse dudes, he was like, hey man, like, where are you camping tonight? I'll take you there. And so I trusted him. So I was like, all right, yeah, I'll do that. Like, let's go. And he took me to my camp, and I had stashed some weed there, and just like smoking some weed and like keeping a fucking thing on my head to like stop the bleeding and shit. And he gave me like a big old like jug of water and stuff. He was like, just drink water. Like, if you start feeling woozy, just come back to the hospital. Like, please, for the love of God. And I was like, yeah, that's cool. That's cool. And so he leaves, and I'm like, I'm bored, and it's still kind of early, so I went down to the bar, and like, I guess this town, because this town was so small and shit like that, like, the word had already gotten out that I had been arrested and released the same day because I cracked my head open and went to the hospital and fucking was like being very sexual with the guard. And I guess this had never been done in McCook because they all know that the judges have to come from Lincoln. So most people, no matter what, spend a month or two in jail. Nobody has ever been in and out within a few hours. And so the bartender was like, oh, there he is, like, drinks on the house, dude. You have drinks on the house. You just did something that this town has never seen. So I got really drunk, and I got to hang out with like the only hot chick in the whole town, probably. Like, honestly, like, it's McCook, Nebraska. There's like one attractive female in that whole town, and she was like all over me like flies on doo-doo. And I was like, I'm drunk. I'm going back to my camp. But anyways, that's the closing of that story, I guess. Thank you guys for, always watching these stupid fucking things about my goddamn ridiculous fucking life that nobody should ever live. Don't try this shit at home, because it's not gonna work.